La bomba! Alarma!
Fuck. Oh. Let's do this! Top man! Thank you! Come on!
Whatever it takes!
You! You! Today we raced the Megavalanche. Unfortunately, I had a rough time in qualifying, so we're starting on the back row. But before we race the Mega, I need to tell you a little bit of a backstory here, because we ran out of time. Here it is. Basically, what happened was, I had an absolute shocker during qualification, which basically meant I didn't finish, so I had no position. So I had last row in the amateurs. So I'm getting off of the last gondola for the whole event. At the top of the gondola, we're greeted by some of the organisers who are ferrying us off, going, go, 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 alley, alley, which was a bit worrying. So there's a good handful of us at this point running down with our bikes to the start line. And I was thinking, oh, cool, they're trying to sort of get this race going. Basically what happens is, get to the start line, no helmet, gloves, goggles, GoPro on, anything like that. The music's already playing. The music's going through the motions, and you hear it enough during the weekend to know once that chorus drops in, you're seconds away. And I'm still there with no bloody helmet on or anything. So there was no chance. I got down there and the race started without me. Here it is. So at this point, this little crash here didn't hurt at all. Just a slight inconvenience, like considering the whole race, but it did jack with my bike, which we'll get to in a minute. So when we hit the snow at this point, this is the steep bit, this is the gnarly bit, and I don't know why I did this. I hadn't done it at all during practice. I'd managed to actually ride it out on the snow a couple of times, but I decided to just jump on my arse and skid down. I think in my head I just thought there's no chance I'm keeping this on two wheels. It was so slushy, it was just nigh on impossible. For me anyway. I in my head I think I must have just thought, I'm crashing, so why not jump on your ass and skid down, which actually wasn't too bad of a shout. Obviously it stopped me getting a great race time, but skidding on your ass is actually quite fast. It's just that you lose a bit of momentum for the flat afterwards. Survive the snow. So coming into this section here, the dropper kept rising and trying to push me out the front door, and my heart just sank, just thinking, not another mechanical. So because of that little spill in the snow, it messed up my dropper post lever, which then wouldn't keep the seat down or up, which is a nightmare, to be honest. I was frantically trying to sort of mess around with it and get it back to good again. But it just wouldn't happen, so I had to pull over, lost sort of a minute and a half, 2 minutes, faffing around with this lever and the seat just to get it wedged down. There's no way you could complete that trail with the seat jacked right up. So I was frantically messing about, and I thought that was the end of my Mega, to be honest. But luckily, after about a minute and a half roughly, managed to get the seat to wedge down, and we were back in the game. We're back. We're back without a saddle for the race. Oh, oh. Rider. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. So we've survived the first bit. Dropper post has already failed me. Had to drop about a minute. We're in pretty good shape. We've survived parts, some tough bits. Doesn't look like there's a huge amount of traffic ahead. Game on. Riders! Come on, brothers! Let's do this! Top man! Thank you! Come on boys, let's put the pedals down! Let's go! Go, 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 go! So being completely honest, the climbing aspect of the Mega was always going to be a weak point for me. I didn't have the fitness, sort of coming off of the wrist injury and not really riding a huge amount. I knew I was going to struggle on the climbs, but the seat jacked down low, I had no chance. I was just sat on the seat, let knees sort of spayed out, just grinding away. Which just absolutely blew my legs up. Go for it, brother! You go! I didn't have the energy to get up on the pegs and just smash out the pedals that way. So I had to resort to running at this point. Come on!
Whatever it takes to
It was a real pain cave at that point. The heat hit me. I actually even had to resort to walking at one point, which was got to be an all-time low for my mountain bike career. I don't plan on doing that again, especially with everyone there cheering. There you are, just walking up the hill. It was a kick in the gut. So but next year, I'll be sprinting up that. So once we got past that steep climb, I managed to make a few passes down in the trees, but other than that, it was just a really lonely race. I had no idea what position I was in. And I just literally went out for a ride. I was just riding at my own pace with no one in front, no carrot dangling to chase, and no one really behind me, because anyone that was behind me just overtook me on the climbs. So other than that, it was a fairly cruisy Megavalanche. Yeah, boys! What a lonely race! Not how I pictured it. Rider! Thank you! Oh, on your right. Thank you. Man, this is tough on the arms. This is so tough on every part of your body.
Together with
You! We did it! Oh man, how'd you go?
106.
Oh, on target, man. That's really good.
3 crashes.
3 crashes.
What's going to be?
Well, we survived. We finished. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Definitely one of the hardest challenges of my life. I thought I was going to collapse going up that hill, but we survived, and we'll be back next year fitter, stronger, ready to take on that front row. Clax, any words?
Oh, death, mate. Need to lose this next year, I think.